Yo, Liam, back to another episode of the Minecraft survival games. Today we're playing on the map Valentine's, and today's topic is going to be a bit controversial, so I might want to preface it by saying, not trying to offend anybody by this. I'm not going to say anything that I think anybody would take the wrong way, and if you're going to leave a comment in the comment section below, make sure it's mature or else I will take it down. So let's keep it that and get going in this game. Okay, so one thing that people always seem to argue about is whether the word retarded is socially acceptable to use or not. If it's a word that offends people, people take its meaning differently, and yeah, stuff like that. So before we really get into the debate, I wanted to define it for everybody. I looked up define retarded on Google, and I'll show you guys a screen cap too of what came up. I searched define retarded, and what came up is less advanced in mental, physical, or social development than is usual for one's age, and its informal usage is very foolish or stupid. Now, that's where the debate lies, whether or not it should mean, stupid. Oh man, I thought that was a person that was out of the wall. That was just a black horse. People need to know if, like, the word is socially acceptable to use or not. And I'll give my opinion about the situation in a second. But first, we can tell a story from me back in 6th grade about the word retarded. And this is kind of an interesting story, so it might not be... So if you're thinking about clicking off, you might want to wait till the end of the story. But, basically, back in 6th grade, when we were... at recess one day, all the 6th graders would hang out by the swing set. Yeah, we still had recess in that day and age. We had recess in that day and age, and we used to do this game where when people were swinging, you would run through them. And so, like, the object was when someone was swinging and they were at the highest point of the swing, you would run through them to avoid being hit. And kids would try to do tricks like running through 2 at a time, or like see how close they could get to someone without being hit, and every once in a while a kid got hit. So this kid, like, times this thing horribly, and when my legs are extended to propel myself forward, oh dang, that was close, and it did give me a diamond. The slime blocks down there aren't actually there. If you fall on that, you will die. Jumped off it yesterday and died, because MCSG rerouted back to 1.7. So I have to chill here for a while because I can't make the leap from here over to there. And I need to regen before I jump down. Okay, so what happened was a kid missed his aim and got hit by me, and when my legs were extended, it pushed him down and he fell on his arm and he hurt it real bad, and he was crying and he complained to everybody how I kicked him, and I had it out for him because I didn't like this kid particularly. Like, I really hated this kid, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta kick him without making it look like I kicked him, and everyone was just looking at him like an idiot. So in my defense, what I said was, dude, you ran in front of my swing and got hit, like, or you retarded, see? What am I getting? What? What was I taking damage from? I don't know. So anyway, I'll come back. Okay, not gonna go near you, because I don't have a weapon yet. So, yeah, so basically, he went and cried to the teacher about his injury and about what I had said, because he found the word retarded to be offensive. So me, the kid, and 2 other witnesses had to meet with the dean in a classroom, and she pulled us from our 3rd period to do this. So I was missing class for a 45-minute discussion about whether or not the word retarded was allowed to be used. One of the witnesses and the kid found the word to be offensive. The dean was, like, in the middle. She didn't really care. She didn't care, which actually surprised me. Thought someone, like her would have cared a bit more about its meaning. And I didn't like the dean anyway. She was kind of annoying. But anyway, and that was that. And, we had the conversation, and I basically came out of there with the same mindset. The word isn't offensive, and people are just overreacting about it. So now we're into today's word about it, and these are my thoughts about it. Okay, I don't like how in the recent update, all the item frames are on the ground. That's really annoying, MCSG. I don't know if they have fixed that by the time that this pre-recording is going live. But anyway, is this a 2-2? It's a taken chest, regardless. Okay, that's an untaken 2-2. Would have preferred if it had a stone sword, though. That would have been nice. Okay, but let's go this way. So, yeah. So, I asked my mom for her opinion about the wood a while back, what she thought of it, and here's what I took away from the conversation. She didn't like the use of the wood, but that's irrelevant for what I'm about to say. But back in the day, when she was in high school and grade school, basically the 1970s, retarded was the word to use for mentally challenged. No one really took offense to it, and, like that. Like, people sometimes find the word black to describe a person's color offensive, and they prefer the term African American. It's kind of the same concept as that. People back in the day didn't really care. That's what you said. You called them black people or retarded, but now that's viewed as not politically correct, and you have to say words like African American or mentally challenged to be socially acceptable. And so basically, here's the conclusion I'm drawing about the word. If people use it interchangeably for the word stupid, then they should just use stupid. And I don't really take offense to the word at all. And to be honest, I just find the word to be outdated, because instead of saying retarded, you say mentally challenged, right? Like, if you were to say what retarded meant in the 1970s today, you would use the word words mentally challenged, and it would mean the same thing. It would mean the exact same thing. So in today's world, there isn't a use for the retarded in its main definition, because we can use the words mentally challenged. And people who want to use it interchangeably for the word stupid can just say the word stupid, without really offending anybody, because no one really gets offended by the word stupid. So anyway, I need a weapon battle. I'm gonna get myself killed in deathmatch. So anyway, my take on the word is, I just don't even like its existence, because at this point in time, I find it useless. If I could remove words from the English dictionary and just not really have them at all in our society, retarded would probably be one of them. It doesn't really serve a purpose, because it's just an outdated word. We use mentally challenged these days. Dang it, can I get that? No, okay, that arrows, which I might need for deathmatch, but didn't have a stone sword. So do you guys see what I'm saying about that? I will say, though, it doesn't offend me if people use it, just because I don't know anybody who's retarded. I'm not close with anybody who is retarded, mentally challenged, whatever you guys want to put it. But I could see how it could offend other people. So that's why I don't use it. I usually just use the word stupid. And the whole experience from my time in 6th grade didn't really teach me a whole lot. It just told me that some get more offended than others when you use the word. So yeah, that's basically my takeaway from the word. I'd prefer if people said mentally challenged, but I don't get offended by retarded. Hell, I don't get offended by any word, really. So let me just yeah, language doesn't really offend me, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So I'm not trying to, so, for those of you who were probably expecting me to say that it was really not politically correct or something, I'm sorry if, like, you view my opinion as wrong, but, like, I'm not supporting the word by any means. I just think it should just be removed in general. It's it's not a bad word, it's not a good word, it's a useless word that some people assign more meaning than it has, and others others think it has less meaning than it actually has. Okay, I'm finding good stuff, but, like, I need a weapon, and I'm going around the border of the map trying to find these chests. So I think I've basically covered my old commentary on this. So you're welcome to leave comments in the description below in the comment section below if you agree with me. But again, be mature about it. Yeah, if it's immature, I'm just gonna remove it on the spot, without warning, and you'll just deal with it. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Usually you guys are actually pretty good about not being, like, jokes in the comments when I make a controversial video about a topic. Stone sword. Ah, dang it, a tier 2. That was actually a pretty good tier 2. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me in deathmatch, I feel, if I can't find a stone sword. Okay, this chest is, like, my last hope. If I don't get this chest, I might have time for this one and one more. Damn it, are you kidding me? Why could that wood sword not be gold? Okay, like, that's gonna be the main flaw of this game. It's not like it had time to craft another sword either. I couldn't find the materials in time. Okay, trying to scan the map. We can't find anything. This map is one of those maps where they probably could have made the world border a bit smaller. Oh, that's so frustrating. Da-da-da-da-da, it's the one and only D-O-double-G, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so those are my views of the wood. Looks like we're gonna have to bow spam our way out of this one. This kid's got a diamond sword. I don't even have a fishing rod. And yeah, this kid's gonna hand it to me. Okay, and my mouse is sticking. That's always fun. I'm not out of arrows, it's just I'm gonna... Okay. And I just got my ass handed to me. Okay, so I didn't have a stone sword anyway, so it is what it is. I'll drop him a GG out of respect. So yeah, guys, there it is. That's my opinion on the movie code. Hopefully you guys see it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for